College changed me, and college will definitely change you too, but it's all about being intentional. Hello you guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to talk about my first year of college, but specifically my jump from first semester to second semester and how those semesters were so different based on my mindset. First semester, I wasn't intentional. I ended up not doing things that I wanted, and I wasn't in a happy place. Second semester, I was intentional. I was more mindful of what was going through my mind, and I was more positive, and that resulted in a whole different experience for me. So I will speak about that just so you guys will be prepared to go to college. But before I entered college, high school wasn't the best time for me. So I was excited to go to college. I wanted freedom. I wanted to be on my own. I moved in with my best friend. We dormed in a prison cell basically, and we had a good time. But yeah, it was a prison cell, so not that much fun, but we made the best out of it. We made it look Pinteresty. Like, here's a clip. Like, yeah, it looks pretty good, right? Right, yeah. So I roomed with my best friend. So I didn't really branch out, but I definitely recommend leaving your door open, being welcoming, letting people come into your room and say hi to them, and just be welcoming. So yeah, first semester, not that many friends. Just hung out with mainly my high school friends. So one day I got a notice. There was an email that came to all the students that were living where I was living, and it was like, we're kicking you out because they're renovating the space. Moved into a different dorm, and unfortunately Maya and I weren't able to dorm together. So I had to move in with someone completely different, and it wasn't the best situation that I could ask for. So I just roomed with someone that I just didn't feel like we vibed with each other, which is fine. Like, I mind my business, she minds her business, but I just didn't feel like I could grow in that space. I mean, I was falling asleep to Family Guy like every night. Yeah, I probably could have said something, but like, I'm a passive person and I let things slide, and I'm not letting things slide like that anymore because I'm not falling asleep to Family Guy ever again. So I was rooming with this person for a couple months until I saw a poster, and like, I saw a halo around it, and it was like, room change, and here's the dates, and I was like, oh, this is my chance. This is my chance to finally room with someone that I can finally room with. And I made it intentional that I was gonna find someone to room with. One day there was an event on my floor, and this is in a new building, so I didn't know anybody. I just finished up yoga, and this event was happening. I usually don't go to the events because I just decided to go in my room. But I was like, you know what, Michelle, just go to the event. You know, just sit by somebody, just talk to somebody, like, just do it, you know? Something could happen. So I sat down, and I sat down to this girl, which was my future roommate, and I was like, hi, my name is Michelle.
Don't know why I'm being so extra, but basically she didn't have a roommate, and that was my chance to move in.
So then my dorm situation was a lot better. I definitely recommend meeting up with a person that you might be dorming with. I didn't have the choice, obviously, but if you had the choice and you can pick who you want to room with, definitely meet up with this person, go get coffee, talk to them, see who they are, and then you can decide from there if they would be a good match for you. Yeah, so that's why first semester wasn't so great. And then something else to talk about is boys. In high school, I never dated anybody, so I didn't really talk to boys. I had a group of friends, but like, I just never had that connection with a guy before. Like I said, first semester, I still wasn't really in a good spot, so I kind of found myself looking for something to fill my unhappiness that I didn't have for myself. So I resulted to going on Tinder and searching for a guy. I just kept finding myself swiping on Tinder, looking for a man. Like, I was like swiping a lot, like a pretty good amount of swipes. I found this guy. Let's call him R. And we connected. We ended up going on the first date. Me and R start dating pretty soon, like a month and a half into talking. Like, we're dating. I'm like, wow, this is happening fast. But this was my first relationship, so it felt fast, but I just went with it because I've never been in a relationship before, so I had nothing to measure it with. So I didn't really know what was normal, what was not normal. I don't know, going to college, like, I felt like, you know, people had their girlfriends and their boyfriends, and I was like, why do I still not have a boyfriend? So I decided to go on Tinder, look for a boy, In conclusion, we ended up breaking up, obviously. That relationship was unhealthy because I was filling that void of happiness that I didn't have for myself. There's no need to look at all of your friends in your group and be like, they all lost their virginity and I didn't. That's no big deal. It's even better that you save yourself. When it's your time, it will be your time and you will know that you're ready to do so. Don't feel pressure to need to be in a relationship or feel need to lose your virginity because you're 18 and you still haven't had sex before. Seriously, it just really opened my eyes and it made me realize that I need to find the happiness in myself because I kept resulting in searching for a boy. Like, I was always on the lookout to find the guy of my dreams and just someone to come save me and make me feel whole and complete. But honestly, that's not the right mindset to have because you should be already whole and complete on your own before you go in a relationship. Something just hit me and I was like, what I'm doing or what I have been doing for like most of my life is not okay. Like, I've always been searching. I didn't know what I was searching for. I was searching for the wrong things. I just wasn't looking for the right things in my life, and I finally found what I needed in my life, and that was God, and that was myself. And after I found God, and after I started focusing more on myself and my faith, and that's when guys finally started showing up and talking to me and wanting to pursue me, and that has never happened to me before until I stopped searching. Seriously, after you stop searching and you start looking in the right places, then everything will fall into place. You should just have the right perspective just to focus on yourself because that's the number one thing in this life, and so is God. So that's what I started focusing on, and that's what changed a lot for me. This happened right between first and second semester, and I was on winter break, and I was just I need to figure myself out. So I started watching documentaries on the law of attraction. I started reading self-growth books. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos on self-growth and just focusing on yourself and loving yourself. And I listened to a lot of podcasts all about positivity, and I just fed myself with good information. And I just let go of what didn't serve me good in the past. I made myself a whole vision board. I knew what I wanted for myself, and that was self-love, self-trust, and self-worth. Started meditating every single day and waking up early and just setting my intentions for the day, what I wanted for myself. And that led into second semester. And that's why second semester was a whole different world for me. That changed my mindset and my life, and I'm just so grateful that I went through that not so great breakup and that relationship that was unhealthy, and it helped me find out what my values were. I didn't have value in myself. I found my value in other people. That's why I always searched, and I was trying to find that value and that something in my life. But I finally found it, and I'm just a lot more happier. After being intentional with what I wanted in my life, I started making friends. I started going to clubs and meeting people that had similar interests as me. I started doing things I loved.
Did I forget to mention that I met the most amazing guy ever? His name is Randy, and he's my boyfriend, and I couldn't be more grateful to have him in my life because he cares for me and he loves me for who I am.
People started telling me that I was very outgoing and bubbly, and I was just what's happening? Because that's just that wasn't the person that I was in high school. That wasn't the person I was first semester. It was a total shift because of my mind and setting the right intentions and knowing what I want. And every day during second semester, I continued to keep journaling and keep meditating and keep doing what helped me during winter break and what helped me during that breakup. I kept doing those things. I kept telling myself, you're beautiful, you're whole, and you're complete on your own. I told myself that every single morning when I looked in the mirror. Yeah, so my tip for you is to be more intentional with what you want, Be mindful, be self-aware of what you are feeding into your brain. Surround yourself with people who you want to be like. Be intentional. Write down in your journal, I want this, and it will happen. So that was how my first year of college went. I would definitely rate it a 10 in total, but my first semester, like I said, it was a 2. And I just cannot wait for the next few years of college and where that will take me. Hope you guys learned something or took something away from this video and you can take it to college. And yeah, that is all, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!